Episode 3 of the SubaruNation Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a new location, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be in my kitchen for a little bit. What else are we going to do? Episode number 3. Thank you guys so much for coming in and subscribing to the channel if you guys are new. And let's decide, we got a lot of good stuff that we're going to share with you guys for episode number 3. So without further ado, there's a lot of things and a lot of news articles that we're going to share out with you guys. Experiences with Subarus, and we got a lot of good stuff that we're going to share with you guys here on the SubaruNation Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. So, well, first things first, let's talk about experience with Subaru. So, I've been a Subaru fan for at least 10 years now. Subarus, I've had them for my whole life for the past 10 full years. My first Subaru was a Subaru Forester. Just bought it sometime around this time of year, around 10 years ago. That's my very first Subaru, my Subaru Forester 2012. It's a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine, and actually now it's considered now my car since I've recently got my driver's license and I drive it a lot, almost every day pretty much, and I put a lot of miles. And the car is still running really good as 101,876 miles. It was very close to that 102,000 miles. So, yeah. I also still say, hey, Subarus don't last until 200,000, but hey. Hopefully, if it hits 200,000 and surpasses that, hey, I'm going to prove you guys all wrong. It's like, oh my god. My Subaru is going to keep lasting for a very long time. Also, I'm going to own myself my own Subaru, a used vehicle. Like I talked about my last video about how to buy own Subarus. If you guys want to buy a used car or something like that, of all the steps. Also, I do have that on my channel as episode 2 over there. Watch it before watching this video right here. Yeah, so let's get started with our first bits of news that we're going to share with you guys. And, since we already talked about my experience with Subaru, we're going to keep talking about that more later. Also, thank you guys so much for coming into the channel, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys are already subscribed, let's get this channel up to 400 followers, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, let's get started. We're at 324 followers. So we're so close to 400 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. We're almost to 330 subscribers. So yeah, if you guys haven't already, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And let's say just keep going, and that's how we're gonna keep grinding with podcasts here and there every week, if I have the chance to. And yeah. So anyway, let's get started with the first bits of news that we're gonna share with you guys. So I've seen this news article saying that the 2022 Subaru Outback has some wiring issues with their engines. Because every car is now equipped with, computers on the stuff. And they're having some issues with some wiring issues with their engines on the stuff. Yeah, let's talk about it. Where's that article right here? I'm trying to look at that up. Where is it? Trying to figure out where that is. So weird. There it is. There's the website. So carscoops.com. So wiring harness issues could cause the 2022 Subaru Outback's engine to cut out. So over a dozen 2022 Subaru Outback models are subject to recall in the United States as a result of a wiring issue. Subaru has revealed the male terminal on the engine harness could become deformed and damage a female terminal on the engine wiring harness. This could result in poor contact with the male terminal of the engine control unit, the ECUs. What else? The terminal loses connection while driving. The vehicle can experience a loss of power and may be impossible to restart, obviously increasing risk of a crash. So what is it really talking about? It's pretty much talking about the ECU being a problem, because with the wiring issues, because every car is equipped with, as you know, it's all modern vehicles since the late 1990s to the 2000s. They've all been computerized. So if you have a problem with the wiring issue for the ECU area, it can cause a lot of connection issues that sends the information from these different parts of the engine to the computer. So the computer tells the engine, hey, you want to start, you're going to start burning engine oil, and you're going to, do whatever the computer tells the engine to do. It's like the spark plugs. It tells the computer, say, hey, how much fuel do you want to put into the pistons, But what the trouble with the ECU is that the wiring is all cut out. Now it's causing that problem. It's not going to restart anymore because it's not going to tell the computer, hey, since the engine is on, it's not going to turn on the car. And that's why the ECU, the wiring of the ECU of the computer is all cut out. And so it's the male and the female of it that's damaged. So if we don't get that fixed, I mean, it's going to cause a lot of problems for people who want to buy the 2022 Outbacks anymore. Where the potential problems May 6th, we noticed the internal vehicle failure and inability to start the engine of a car. Investment soon revealed an opening terminal in the engine harness connector, and on May 9th, the team encountered a second vehicle failure, identifying bent pin of an engine test harness. So there's a pin that's holding the harness of the engine wires and all the stuff. So if you don't have that pin, that engine harness itself can fall and pretty much cause a lot of issues with the engine itself. Warranty claims field reports crashes or injuries resulting from the issue. Dang. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, because it's a simple wiring issue, and I mean, like I said, it might be pretty easy to fix. I mean, I'm nowhere near a computer software who fixes computers. I have no idea how to fix a computer, but it's kind of. I mean, I have to learn somehow. I have to fix cars. Every car is going to become with this. It's all going to be computerized, and I gotta start going. I'm gonna do some more research on how to fix these computers because you have a wiring issue with that thing, and that's going to cause a lot of issues with the Subaru models, and it's going to create a lot more chaos and damage to the vehicle too, and the people's safety too. I mean, because if you have that problem with the engine wiring issue, the safety features on that thing is going to go haywire because that engine wire is going to the computer, telling that computer, hey, it's went to do certain things in that civil area that's inside the engine. So we got to fix that. Subaru Solterra range, how far can it go on a single charge? Thank you guys so much for coming onto the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, we got a lot more stuff that we're going to share with you guys. So yeah, keep subscribing to the channel, liking this video. We got a lot of really cool stories that we're going to share with you guys. And yeah, let's keep going. 2023 Subaru Solterra is a capable all-wheel drive crossover EV. How far does it go on a single charge, you guys? Well, announced late last year, the Solterra not only comes with off-road capabilities and also offers decent performance on the tarmac. This is also, I'm going to reference ScreenRant.com. So ScreenRant.com, here's a shout out to you. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep quoting these information I get from these websites. I'm gonna quote these websites and tell you the website name of it, so I don't steal the ideas or say what I'm saying on that thing because it's not my research really because it's someone else's research with these articles. So I'm just gonna quote the website itself. I'm just gonna say the website's name as I go. This is ScreenRant.com, ladies and gentlemen. 215 horsepower and 249 pound-feet of torque, and 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds, which that's decent. Also has a 72.8 kilowatt battery, 120 volt outlet, level 1 charger. Users can also have a 240 volt level 2 charger. And the problem with the chargers itself, like I said, depending on the level you get it, it's very, very expensive. I mean, you're looking at hundreds of dollars to even install yourself a battery charger itself. I mean, the problem with the electric vehicles itself, because they're costly, they don't have good range. I mean, yeah, and it's just endless money pits if you think about it. Need package with high-end features, interiors, low range and adequate power terrain. Like I said, that's why it's led down by its low range. I mean, I've seen a lot of people with electric vehicles, and they'll say, okay, I don't care. But for me, like I said, I just say, just don't. Why would I bother buying myself an electric vehicle one day? I mean, I know it's going to be in the future since gas prices are going higher, and we're running out of gasoline, really. So where we're gonna go now, then hey, the simplest thing can go a full hybrid model. I mean, going full hybrid isn't going full hybrid is actually a good idea because we should have gotten that hybrid state before we go full electric. Because we've tried that out with the Toyota Prius. That's the first hybrid model we came out with in the early 2000s. But like I said, it got too expensive. It got more costly. People kept demanding for things, and yeah, it caused a lot of problems with these models going full hybrids because it's a lot of money and you know, yeah, pretty much all that. I mean, seriously, it's something I just don't like. I just don't like these electric vehicle models because they're endless money pits. They have low mileage. They have low range. It's all that hullabaloo. I've ranted about that a few times before, and yeah. Like I said, if you want to see a rant on video on electric vehicles, why I just don't like them in this full podcast, well, tune into episode 4, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys want to see, I'm gonna make that episode probably next week or something. If you guys haven't already, go subscribe to the channel. If you guys are new to see that episode 4 video next week coming out, and yeah, keep going. 7 small SUVs with a cargo room. Subaru Foresters now third and best. Perfect. Also, I've seen like Subaru Foresters. Not a lot of people are buying the Subaru Foresters and they're losing quality. But 7 small SUVs with most cargo room. Subaru Forester now third. Just fly out of here. Why is this fly just came? This fly just came into my camera. It's like, bro, who's recording? That's why I don't like bugs in here. He's flying around. How much cargo and luggage space does this 2022 Subaru Forester have? I mean, if you think about mine, my 2012 has some pretty good amount of room in the trunk, and I said these Foresters have a lot of good room in Outbacks too. I mean, trust me, these are yeah. Yeah, we have 3 vehicles with really good room in the trunks. Actually, you can store a lot of really cool stuff in there. A video shows stunt driver Travis Pastrana jumping Florida Keys Bridge in a Subaru. Wow. Travis Pastrana. If I'm butchering his name, I'm sorry. Jumping a Subaru GL wagon dug with a family huckster over the gap in the bridge at Boot Key Harbor Marathon. The Florida Keys showed stunt driver Travis Pastrana jumping a car over a gapped bridge. Dang. Something I will never do, seriously. I'll never do that, even especially in a Subaru. I'll never do that. If something that's missing in my life is like, what are the chances of, well, just imagine like this is the bridge and just imagine that. It's like, I don't want to risk my life doing that. But props to this dude. He had the balls to do it. I mean, seriously. This man defies all the odds, that's a daredevil. I mean, Jesus Christ. It's awesome. Why the 2020 Subaru Crosstrek is a capable crossover? So I said this in the previous video, episode 2, in which you buy a used vehicle. We talked about is the capabilities of buying vehicles. I said it's always the maintenance and all that stuff. If a car has good maintenance, or is it really capable of safety features? Well, the article says from motorcars.com, sorry, hotcars.com. This is why the 2022 the 2020 Subaru Crosstrek is a capable crossover. Let's talk about it. So, I mean, I love Subaru Crosstrek. There are cross between the Subaru Outback and the Subaru Forester, and I do want to own a Crosstrek as my used car if I save it. I get a job at college and save with some good money. I mean, I'm gonna get a job when I get to college and all that stuff. I'm gonna work at the campus of my college. I'm gonna go to. I get paid a decent amount. I get like $14.45 an hour, and my paycheck is gonna come out probably $500, $600. So it's gonna be enough to cover gas, food, And my goal is to own my car exactly. So I want to own the Subaru Crosstrek if I want to, Just depending if I want to buy it. If I want to buy a Subaru Crosstrek, a Subaru Outback, or a Subaru Forester. I mean, I already have a Forester, but I want to buy myself a Crosstrek. It's just me in the vehicle. that fly just wouldn't go anywhere. Jesus Christ! I wish I should smack that fly on the camera. Like that fly with the fly swatter on camera. Seriously. Vegans, don't come after me, please. But it's just a bug. Jesus. Anyway, Subaru Crosstrek is one of the most amazing cars that can still cruise through rugged and off-road trails, still have looks in a luxury vehicle. It has the same design as the Impreza hatchback, and the difference between Subaru Jack, the Crosstrek of the crossover vehicles. Crosstrek delivers a car-like driving experience that better for some larger SUVs. Passenger, generous amount of room, and comfortable ride over through pavements. And critics have complained about this cargo space due to being some larger SUVs. However, the majority of the owners will find a maximum cargo sufficient, actually. Eyesight safety and all good stuff. I mean, we're gonna have some. I hope if Subaru, if they have all the parts they can make. I've seen a lot of. Do you remember that video I made about a couple months ago? I talked about the Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness Edition. Hopefully they might do that. I want to see if they will do that. Hopefully, I wish I would see that because a new Wilderness Edition. We already have 2 Wilderness Editions. Why can't we have 3? Who knows? Where is the new Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness? I'm trying to ask. Around 2023-ish. So you don't have to wait that long. We're in the middle of the month. We're in the middle of the July. We're in the middle of the year, so wait for until early 2023, and probably we might get it. They said the Outback in the Wilderness dropped 1 mpg fuel mileage. Oops. God dang it, these flies! Jesus Christ, these flies are annoying as heck. Subaru good for camping. Why are they simply the best? I mean, Subaru vehicles are always good for camping. 22 Subaru Forester now a 4-month sales slide, 3 weeks and why? Well, because it's low car parts and microchip shortages and inflation, and not a lot of people buy vehicles as much anymore. I mean, people still buy vehicles, obviously, but supply shortages, inflation keep going high, gas piles high, and just that all hullabaloo for a 4-month sales slide because obviously we have a lot of those elements come together. That gas is going higher, and it's becoming the issue. Like we're losing parts for cars, gas going higher. Just all those elements that come together. That's why these sales of these Subarus and other vehicles are going down. Because some people don't find it practical or as well. But for me, I think Subarus are always practical. They always are. I mean, seriously, good safety, good. God dang these flies. Anyway, they have good safety. They have good measures on the road. They handle really good. I mean, they're decent. I mean, they're really good vehicles. They have good gas mileage, and that's what I agree on. But thank you guys so much for watching episode 3. Sorry. Thank you guys so much for watching episode 3, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And if you guys want to see me do a rant on electric vehicles for the whole podcast, I'm going to do that for episode 4 coming up next week. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until our paths meet, I'll see you guys on the road and onto the wilderness. See you guys next time. I'm your host, Chris. What's up?